So hello guys, dito na kami ngayon sa mismong farm ng ating barley dito sa New Zealand, Canterbury. Alright, kasama ko si Mentor Eli Boy. Hello Mentor.
Guys, grabe, kaka-excite. Gusto ko ang bunutin yung damo bro eh. Kainin ko mo bro eh. Kainin ko na. Mamaya, pangalawang video ko, kakainin ko yung damo.
Yes.
Gawin natin yun bro.
Yan si Mentor Raymond. Hello kay Raymond.
Hello, welcome to Sante Barley Farm.
From New Zealand. Alright. So grabe, ito talaga, this is it. Nahawakan namin mismo yung damo. Ayan, mamaya papakita namin yung video kung paano ina-harvest. Ayan, so grabe guys. Grabe mga partners. Ibang level po itong ano natin, farm dito. Talagang mismo yung soil niya is organic. Dahil yun po yung maganda dito, pati yung soil niya mismo organic. And no pesticide, no chemicals na inahalo, nilalagay sa ating soil. So kaya makakasigurado ka na 100% pure organic yung ating barley. So ayan. So ito yung ating barley. Yeah. So papakita ko sa inyo yung paano nag-harvest. Alright. So this is Mark. Hello Mark. Hello. Alright, so harvesting? Yes. Si Mark isa sa mga talagang nagano dito sa New Zealand. Nag-ano ng facilities natin. Ayan, titignan natin guys yung paano yung harvest. Tignan nyo. Grabe.
Ayun guys.
Yung mga partners natin na kasama natin dito bumisit sa ating farm sa New Zealand. Ayan. So grabe guys, iba. Kahit na tignan nyo, kahit na may araw, malamig pa rin. Diba? So napakalaki ng ating farm. Nasa 300 hectares. So dati nasa dream board lang natin to, ngayon dream board unlock. So dream board unlock tayo ngayon na nandito tayo mismo sa mismo farm ng ating barley. So very nice kasi talagang isa to sa mga pinagmamalaki natin yung ating farm. Pero ngayon napuntahan na natin. Ayan. So soon mga partners, kasama na namin kayo na pumunta dito, hindi lang ako. So marami sa mga partners natin. Ayan. So mamaya gagawa pa tayo mga picture taking, mga video para sa mga partners natin. So i-try din natin yung ginagawa nila na tinikman yung barley. So ito, ayan dito. Tikman din natin. Barley. Hop. Organic na organic.
Wala na.
Grabe guys. Hop.
Sarap. Gusto niyo pa? More? Mamaya ulit. Okay?
Sarap. Sarap yung Torelli boy. Barley, no? Talagang organic na organic. Yeah. Hello, Ma'am Karen.
Hello.
Yes, Ma'am Karen. Drone.
Ryan. Mamaya yung ano yung magkakasama drone sa Cuba pala.
Di ba? Ito. So yung bagong tanim na barley.
Last Wednesday lang daw to.
Wednesday lang, sir?
Last Wednesday lang tinanim.
1 week.
1 week old.
This is 1 week old. Alright.
Ito muna natin yung group na ano, tapos saka na tayo magkita kanya.
Sige po.
Hindi sayang
This is
tayo.
1 week old na barley. So, maliliit pa siya.
So, this baby barley is a week old. This here has been harvested for leaf, and see how it's regrowing again? But I have planted seeds in here that I'll show you when it's about this high. So when this is about this high, we sometimes put different plant seeds in. This one here's clover. You see the 3 leaves there, clover. And that one's not the one I'm after. We've got different types of grasses.
So you purposely put that one?
Yes, yep. So
After the harvest,
yeah, so it moves from barley into a restoration crop. Yeah. So we still maintain the root system of the barley in the ground, and so it will do its cycle. And in the winter time, we'll put sheep across here, and they'll eat all this, and they'll turn that into manure. And when they're doing this, these plants here, the clover, will get the light from the sun, and it will take over in the spring. So it will evolve from this to a nitrogen enhancing cover crop that restores it ready for more barley.
Alright.
And then we also put on organic fertilizers like rock phosphate, and so it's a combination of things to try and keep the cycle as resilient and hopefully sustainable as possible.
Alright.
And so these clovers have little nodules when they get bigger on their roots that create nitrogen fixing plants, legumes. And there's lots of legumes, there's lots of trees, there's lotuses, and you'd have lots of legumes in the Philippines that will be tropical plants.
Wow.
Then are you going to harvest it one or just leave it in the ground? And
We will leave this in the ground and use our animals to cycle the nutrients.
okay.
This will produce nitrogen, produces green stuff. They grow really well on this, and then they'll return the green in via their urine and manure into the ground. And yeah.
Alright.
So there's no commercial application that you can like sell it or something like that?
Well, we could put straight clover in here, and we could harvest clover seed in the summer, and we might experiment doing that. But up till now, we haven't done that.
It's for more on the ground
Yeah.
application.
And it would actually be quite a good idea to try that, because we would still get the advantage of having all the nitrogen going into the soil. We'd have the advantage of keeping the root system of the barley under the ground. We'd have all the advantages, and we'd have the advantage we can get into trouble here. You can imagine if we've got 1,000 sheep standing on here, they're squishing the soil down. And so if we were going to take this through to the harvest of the seed, there will be less animals, which may cause less. It's always a balance, doing good, doing harm. It's just, and it's like a seesaw, really. It's hard to be perfect, without there be some consequence. There's always a consequence. So this is, this is nice for us to have going into the winter because so much work's already been done. The next crop is already in the ground. This is safe from the rain. If it rains, it's not, damaging the soil bare. It's food for the animals ahead of time for the winter. It has meant we haven't had to make hay, to get a whole lot of food and put it in a shed, for instance. It's all sitting here waiting. Yeah. There. Yeah, I think it is. That's a flower head. Yeah. So, but this won't produce any grain because it's going into the winter. Yeah. But if it was in the springtime, this would produce grain.
Winter is when? A few months from now?
Yeah.
March, around April,
Yeah,
May.
and a lot depends. We can get what they call an autumn that keeps going on. So you get really nice weather into late May.
Okay.
Or you can get short, but like when the monsoon comes early, the monsoon doesn't come, the monsoon comes late.
Okay.
So you can have a fantastic autumn, which I'm hoping you'll talk to the big guy about.
Yeah. So more harvest during autumn.
Yeah, and we can harvest into June if it's beautiful weather.
Okay.
But in May it can all be over.
Yeah. Like this one.
Yeah.
That's nature.
Yeah, it is absolutely. I think when I read about the typhoons going through Philippines, I think, man, it's such a
So meaning this crop can be harvested and it can also not grow into its
Yes.
into the winter.
Yeah. In which case we've just got to sort of cry a little bit and do it again in the spring.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just in time for the next batch of visitor this October. When is spring? Spring starts when? Around
September.
September.
Mid-September.
So just in time for the October batch.
And we again.
Yeah. And so those crops there are about as nice as they get. That's like, I'd be thinking, that's great. And so we've had. What'll happen is they'll explode, but they need to have contact. This here needs to have contact with the soil, so when the worm comes up, he can eat it. Yeah. And each of these will have different amounts of worms in it. I was thinking, there may be more. Yeah.
Another one.
Yeah.
Those are big.
And what they're finding is important. Is that the soil stays with a cover on, that it has green on it, and it has roots in here. What's so important is the root exudates, the contact between the sun, the plant, the roots in the soil. There's so much happening, and they're finding out more and more about it. And what also is really important is different types of plants. And so underneath here, we want to sell you just barley because that's what you want. That's what our customers want, one thing. But we're trying to, with the clovers and the other plants, have other types of plant and types of plant types. And that they're finding out, from an ecological point of view, is really important. You think about your forest. The forest has many different types of plants. So when you're going into the forest, you can eat here and So that's what you're trying to do. Yeah. So when it goes wrong, you've got the wrong plants here. You don't have this. You've got too much of the others. So it's a game. Yeah, a game we're trying to play all the time. Different things in the soil, and most. Yeah. And that paddock over there will be different again. It'll have different amounts.
Organic na organic pati yung soil.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is really good. This is what they call a good aggregate, and a lot of this here is.
Representing Eton.
Representing Eton. Alright. Grabe guys, yan yung ating truck for.
Wala pang 2K na dollars, no?
Hello, and si Partner Clark.
Guys, so kailangan nyo talagang mag-visit talaga itong farm kasi makita mo talaga kung gaano talaga ka-organic ang farm natin.
Yes.
Ano mo susunod guys?
Alright. Kahit maaraw, malamig. Ayan si Ma'am Karen. Hello Ma'am Karen.
Alam nyo, madalas emotional ako pag nakikita ko in person yung yung barley grass kasi nare-remember ko lahat ng taong natutulungan nito
Yes.
sa health nila, saka sa wealth nila.
Yes.
So talagang ibang experience yung nandito ka sa farm talaga.
New Zealand.
Oo. Tapos you can taste pa the actual
Yes,
grass.
tama.
Yeah.
Subukan ko tikman yung grass kanina.
I hope lahat kayo makapunta din minsan dito. I-plan lang nyo para mas ma-realize nyo kung gaano ka-powerful yung barley grass natin.
Yes. Thank you Ma'am Karen. Alright, grabe. Grabe. This is barley grass from New Zealand. Talagang guys, grabe. Oh? Kung kinain ko to kanina eh. Alright. So, talagang ano siya. Damong-damo. Alright. Crap. Malalaman talaga organic talaga. Ayun yung mga ating mga partner. Napakalamig, napakalinis ng lugar na to talaga. Dito ko masasabi talaga na New Zealand is one of the cleanest country in the world. Mas lamang pa yung tupa baka kaysa sa tao. Malinis ang environment, lahat ng natural sources nila mahinaw talaga. Alright. So soon mga partners, kayo naman kasama namin dito bumisit sa ating farm sa New Zealand, sa Canterbury, New Zealand.
Yeah.
So after nito, ubusin nyo na yung oras sa truck, tapos
Lakad-lakad ka.
butot namin lang namin kasi nasa pero mapunta talaga ako.
Good morning, good afternoon mga partners. So right now, dala ko yung ating pure barley na nasa canister. So 200 grams. Talaga napakarami ng laman ito. 67 take every day, isa-isa. 67 take. And meron tayong naka-box. Ito naman naka-box, 30 siya isa-isang laman. So talagang ito good for 1 month. So ito masigurado ko sa inyo na pure organic yung ating barley. Mismo ako, nandito ako ngayon sa sarili ating plantation sa New Zealand. So right now talagang grabe, nakita nyo yun, na-harvest yung ating barley. Guys, ako nagsabi sa inyo talagang good quality yung ating barley. From manufacturing, from harvesting, and yung soil niya talagang organic. Talagang walang halong pesticide chemicals. Kaya nakakasigurado ko sa inyo na ang ating barley is talagang napaka-effective. Nakakatulong sa lahat. Bye!